Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you about Bill Gates in a few moments' time. You'd have read his comments on concrete, but on cement. But I really want to ask you is, I think you're a great barometer, Jan, and your company is perhaps more to the point as well, of what's going on globally. Are we seeing a great economic pickup, and are we seeing inflation in materials prices? Good morning, sir.
Hi, yes, good morning, and thank you for having me on the show. I think 2020 was a very challenging year for all of us. I'm very happy how our people, our employees have handled it, keep everyone safe, healthy, but also everyone took great care of the company. And we saw in quarter four already, we are back to growth, and we expect that momentum to go into this year.
What's the impact going to be of vaccines? We know construction has been a little bit separate from what's been playing out on Main Street across real economies, but do you see any impact from the rollout of the inoculation in economies?
Well, I think we all hope for that. There's, no sign now how this is going to work. I think for building materials, for construction, we are very resilient and are seen as an essential business activity. So even now in the second or third lockdown in certain markets, construction works 100%.
Jan, we've talked to you over the years, and you've been seen as someone who's basically brought down costs and rationalised the way LafargeHolcim has been run. But I'm intrigued by this Firestone Building Products acquisition. It seems like you've shifted from a CEO who's been managing the business for more efficiency to a CEO who's now saying, we're ready to go for growth. What has changed, either in the way you're thinking about the business or the way you're thinking about the outlook?
I think this was always our plan. I think construction and building materials is a growing market. I think the mega trends from urbanization to population growth to better living standards is across all countries. So we are in a growth market, and that's why we also need to have a growth strategy. Saying that, I think we had to fix a couple of things first. I think we did that the last years, and now it's time to grow the business. And Firestone Building Products is a great new step for us.
Yeah, and I don't want to preempt Steve's question, which I know is coming in this area as well. But the Firestone deal, this $3.4 billion deal, also seems to set you up when it comes to installation and supply of climate-related products, i.e. solar panels. Can you tell us more about that? And is this a new direction for you?
No, absolutely. Our future is innovation and sustainability, and that's the future of construction, to have sustainable solutions, and that's what we are striving for. And we do that for our cement, for our concrete, and of course Firestone Building Products has the most advanced solutions for your roof.
So let me go there, seeing as Jeff's put it on the tee for me as well. Not a lot of people know this, but 6% of carbon emissions globally come from that product as well. Jan, you know that fact as well. But what is very interesting, and I enjoyed the Gates book. I don't know if you've read the sections on cement as well. I'm sure you have. But the fact of the matter is, it comes from the consumer as well. And I spoke to one of your predecessors a couple of years ago, and and I think I've said this to you before on air, actually. The clients didn't want it. They didn't want to pay up for the more expensive product that was environmentally friendly as well. It's got to be a two-way pull here as well. You've got to present the product, which you do, and the client's got to want to pay the extra for it. But they don't seem to want to.
No, I think we see a big shift now. I think the last few years, that has really shifted. We are just now have launched our new EcoPact, our largely CO2 reduced concrete solutions globally, and we see huge demand from the owners of building to the consumer, as you say, and this has changed, and that gives us a great confidence here to go fully for green solutions.
But you can't necessarily go for greener solutions if a large amount of the raw materials have to be shipped from Asia, Jan, and therein lies a problem as well. That for the places where you want to build, there isn't necessarily the raw materials. So the cost in terms of total cost of the product rather than the actual emissions itself, just from the manufacturing process, that has to be factored in as well, and that's not cheap.
Yes, but the demand is there, and we have new technologies and new innovation to make it happen. I think especially our products, they don't need much transportation. They are produced locally for the local markets, and I think we have a great balance going forward. And with our new a net zero pledge, I think we are preparing the company for a great green future.